Hey everyone, time for another quick market update, and in this video I'm going to discuss the long-term Elliot wave count that goes with my cycle analysis that I did in my last video. So here you'll be able to see why that I think the top will come in 2024 and why both of these counts actually they match and they weigh up in the same way. So if we look at the Elliot wave count first of all, so we have the basic 5 waves count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and currently into the 5th wave, right? Yeah, you might be confused to me saying why I don't think this was the top of the third. That's more like a correction, a B wave correction, which ultimately led to the downside. So yeah, don't get confused when a lot of people will claim this as all-time high, like I do myself, because you can't deny that fact that it was 69,000. But in terms of technical analysis and Elliott wave, the true top came back in March 2021. So just want to clear that point up. So how can we tell that these counts, or what gives me more confidence that these are actually correct counts? So what we want to do as well, we want to look at the retracements, the fib retracements for each of these counts. So when we look at wave 1 here, right, we can see that the retracement level hit the 78.6. Now wave 2 can come down to the 61.8, which is the blue area, or more commonly the 78.6 as well. So but anywhere in these areas is a good wave 2. What it can't do is come below the start of wave 1, which will invalidate this whole which would invalidate the wave 2. So that was pretty decent there. And then let's measure wave 3 now, and we'll get the fib extension tool and measure that, and we can see wave 3 here. An extension is the normal extension is the 1.618, but here it actually went to the 1.886. and how do I know that this is a wave 3? And this is something that is pretty good. A good tool to use is a parallel channel. And what you normally have when you have a parallel channel, you connect the bottom of wave 1 or the start of wave 1 and wave 2 to the top of wave 1, and as it comes out of the channel, you know that this is now a wave 3, because wave 3s are strong. They don't fit in channels. They don't just go like regular price movements. They actually will burst out of a channel, and that's what we had here in wave 3. Alright, so now what we want to do is measure the depth of wave 4 and how much it corrected. And there's a couple of things to note for wave 4, for a valid wave 4 anyway. Number one, it can't get back into wave 1 territory. So if we look at that 14,000, it shouldn't really come back into this zone, which now in hindsight we can say it didn't. So the retracement of wave 4 generally is about the 236 to the 382. That's normally the retracement you want to get for a wave 4. Now that would be around $22,000 up until $33,000. So that's the 236, 382. In this wave 4, it did come a bit deeper than expected, and that's no doubt about that. And partly was due to all that stuff was happening back then with the FTX situation, which in my opinion probably pushed it down a bit further than it should have. And another thing to note about wave 4 and how things are opposite in terms of corrective waves. So the first corrective wave was wave 2, which was very quick, a sharp COVID crash and a straight back up to the highs. But this wave 4, because it started here back in April 2021, this took almost a year and a bit to get to its bottom. And that's the beauty of Elliott wave, is that you have these opposites. So if we get just a little time tool here, so wave 2 approximately took 274 days to complete, and now if we look at wave 4, it took approximately 579, actually let's just go a bit further, 609 days. Okay, so you can almost say that's almost twice as long. More, twice that was 9 bars or 9 months, and this was 20 months. So over, more than twice the time, which actually makes sense because what you have is opposites. If wave 2 was going to be long, then wave 4 would have been short. If wave 2 was short as it was, wave 4 is long, and that's the kind of symmetry you get in Elliot wave. And this is another reason why I don't think that that's a wave 5 that some people are saying as well. But I don't think that's possible. So now we're in this wave 5 situation, and we want to go a bit deeper into how high is this wave 5 going to go, and where are we in actual fact into this count. So let's just zoom in a bit from the current from the current cycle. So we had the low here, so wave 5 in my opinion started here. Okay, we had the first wave up, we had the correction in 2, and now I think we're working on the wave 3. So let me just see if I got that here. Yep. So this is my count so far for the major wave 5. Now obviously I'm gonna have to wait for wave 4 to get a wave 5 target, but there's another way I'll show you which I'm actually looking at a bit more in detail, and I think it's a lot more accurate in terms of where wave 5 will finish. But as we're looking at the market right now, we can say if that was a wave 1 and that was a wave 2, have I got let's put the trend based fib on to see exactly. Let's get another one just to see exactly where we could end up on this wave 3 target. So we got wave 1, wave 2 here, wave 2 is coming down here. So we got this 1.618 at 70, around 76,000, 76,000 could be a good target for this this wave 2, and then we'll probably get a pullback, maybe a sort of a shorter pullback than this one, because this pullback actually in the wave 2 of the wave 5, this was from April and it lasted until September, so that was quite long. So I would guess this pullback is going to be a lot quicker. So if we measure that pullback, how long was it here? Let's try to get the. So this one we can say was around 20. No, let's put it here. It's about 154 days. So I think this one will be a lot quicker. If we get the top coming in soon, it could be half that. 10 could be. It depends when the top is. 8 days. 8, 7. A couple of weeks. I would say could be a week, 2 weeks, depending. Okay, where we are. But regardless, the top. This is a target here, which is the 1.618 at about 76,000, and that could be the wave 3. Get a pullback, maybe a 20% pullback into wave 4, and then we'll have the final wave 5 to finish off this cycle somewhere in 20. I know it might say 2025 on my chart. This is not to time scale. So we'll have a wave 5 pullback. So we'll have a wave 5 top. Somewhere in 2024. Yeah. So people ask me how are you gonna measure the wave 5, and how are you going to get the wave 5 target. And there are many ways of doing this. You can look at here. So this is wave 1, right? The wave 1 length, and after wave 4 is finished, then wave 5 is normally the same length as wave 1. The other way to do it, you can do the fib extensions and so forth, but the way I like to do it is draw a parallel channel. So you between the bottom of wave 2 and the bottom of wave 4. Okay, so that's something that's really important. Let me just take off these trend lines so it's a bit more clear. Okay, so we have this channel in the wave 3. Price broke out of it, completely normal, and that's what we expect. Wave 4, we've got it now, and price should go to the top of this channel for a wave 5. So if we look at in May or June, it goes to around 130,000. Now, am I sure it's going to get there? No, I'm not sure at all. And this is just adding an extra bit of confluence onto this analysis. So what you can do with that is get a fib and plot from the all-time high of the last high price. Let's go down to the low. Okay, here. Okay, and let's put the fib extension on, so see what extensions come up. Expansion, and let's put on the 172 and the 133. Make sure it's on log scale. And then what you'll have here, so like again, you'll have the 85,000 range coming in, then you'll have the 100 range coming in here. And then it is quite interesting that the 120,000 range is coming in at that cross of the channel. In May, June, you can get some wicks above maybe 230. So these are extra confluences with the parallel channel, the fifth, the end of the fifth wave, because I do believe the fifth wave won't go out of this channel. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. So that is my Elliot wave count in terms of another reason why I think that the cycle will end in 2024. It's not going to go beyond 2024 in my opinion. Otherwise you're just looking at crazy prices. But in 2025, if it did go into 2025, and if you look at this channel, price does go up to 220,000 and 250,000. So when people ask for targets, especially when they ask what are targets, it's all related to time. The longer time goes on, the targets will get higher. But for me, it's going to end somewhere in 2024. And I would say, I'm looking at June, and if it does get beyond June, then you're looking at higher targets, 150s, which is the next one would be the 168 at 175,000. Personally, I don't think it's going to get there. You might wick up somewhere here and then reject, but I don't know, at this stage I don't think so. I think more of the 1.382 or the 1272 is more of a realistic target for Bitcoin, in conjunction with the channel which will contain wave 5. So let's look at total 3 again. From yesterday's update, I did say be careful around this level, because now we have hit the GAN resistance at the the 0.75, also around the golden pocket zone. This is a critical resistance area. I wouldn't be, personally, if you ask me, I wouldn't be buying altcoins at this stage. I would maybe wait for a pullback. If it comes back down to the 600 and 65 whatever billion, you might wick down below a bit here into the wick here, which is around 624. Or if we do straight breakout, just buy the retest, because you're more than likely to get a retest of the 7.5. Could be on the weekly scale. So again, remember this line is so important. Once you break this line, all-time highs are coming for alts. It's going to be incredibly bullish. We're not there. We're almost there. So just have to wait a bit. Again, for me, I'm not bearish at all on alts. I'm just waiting for the break. I bought a lot. I bought around down here, to be honest. I bought here, in all this situation. So I'm not really too bothered about adding onto my positions. But I know a lot of people were late to the market, or they weren't sure. So at this stage, it's just like chasing FOMO, because we're at a similar stage of when Bitcoin was around about $40,000 and we broke it. But we did retest, and then we carried on where we are today. So just hold on. You might get a dip next month, coming into the 60 billion area, or maybe even more below, down to the 614, and then we start going. Or if we do just break above, and right now, hopefully we should get a retest on the 0.75, and then you can add to your positions, for that. But at the moment, it's like I did say yesterday, we would be getting pullbacks. And if you look at IOS is down 16%, I think FET went down about 11%. So again, things have gone down 10%. I won't go into too much detail on altcoins today. Just wanted to get a video out for Elliot wave and my current count for Bitcoin. During the week, I'll probably be posting some more videos, more altcoins setups, and looking at things that we can, hopefully make money on. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in a few days time.